Are you gonna ask me questions?
How are you doing?
Oh my god, I'm so good. I'm still kind of coming down off of it, so I still feel fantastic.
How was it?
Oh my god. Like, I don't even think I could describe bliss and joy that I felt. It was fantastic. At first, it was just a very physical experience. I ended up taking 3 cups. Oh, but by the end, like, I could see energy. I could just see patterns everywhere. So there's no negative space. I could just see this like intricate design everywhere and everything. And I could just feel an unlimited supply of bliss. Every second. Every single second. It was incredible. Like, I didn't even know that was possible. And it just sunk in, like, all of these, like, positive integration things I've been working on. Like, how much we give our power away to other people or things outside of ourselves when we really get to the root of all of our suffering and all of our pain. And it's because somewhere along the way we decided to feel that way. And a lot of it's subconscious and a lot of it is due to like trauma and shadows, yes. But it's still a conscious decision and it's still 100% like possible to feel sadness and have it feel good. To feel depression and have it feel good. To completely like retch and vomit and have it feel good. And it's all about like, I mean, every single day we wake up and we buy into this like reality of like, I'm gonna just, it's not even a conscious thing we do, but every day we wake up and we start focusing on everything we don't like and everything we don't want. And it's something you just hear over and over again, but I got to experience what it felt like to tap into the exact opposite. Where every second I was 100% focused on what felt good. I was 100% focused on what I liked and what I wanted more of. And I just can't even tell you the amount of bliss. I was fully aware, fully in my body, fully capable of like, I had control of all my senses, and they were just heightened to this like extreme degree of bliss. It was so fantastic. Like no one could have brought me down if they tried. So I could connect with everything. I could tap in and tune into like this mango tree and just laugh hysterically at what I felt from her. And then like walk down the road and have this really excited puppy come up and I could completely just feel everything that puppy was feeling and just laugh hysterically. And just tap into my positive triggers. It's just like, it was amazing.
So you went outside?
Oh yes, yeah. I hung out here and like at first I thought like, oh okay, I'm kind of in this spot like by myself next to the tree, like okay, maybe Aya's preparing me to like, you know, kind of get in with my separation anxiety and just get real deep into that by myself. And I kind of was just like, okay, if that's where we need to go, that's where we need to go. And then I decided, I was like, you know what? I want friends. I want to talk to someone. So I called Adriana over. She came over and hung out on my mat. We were just talking, and then I decided, why not go to the beach and explore? So we ended up, me, Eric, Adriana, and Marcellus went to the beach. And it was so much fun. It was so good.
How was it to go to the beach on Ayahuasca?
Oh God. Everything was great, like feeling the energy of the ocean. I could like sense a crocodile like down in the distance. I could like, if I focused on it, I could tap into like what sharks were in the water. If I focused on it, I could like sense where all the lizards were in the forest. And I could feel the pleasure of just feeling sand on my feet. Or the positive memory of when I was little, we used to flood our grass to water it. And I had so much fun just like running as fast as I could on the water, on the grass, and like creating patterns with my feet, and the sound of my feet hitting the water, like I got to like elicit so much joy in my body. Like I could hardly stand it. I just had to like stop and laugh just to like be able to stand up and feel that much. And it's just, yeah, just like bringing me back to like a simple, tiny, pleasurable moment of my childhood, and being able to sense that much in my body was just fantastic. I wish you would have recorded me last night though. It was just the most, it's like we make everything so complicated, everything's so simple. It's simple and complicated, it's like both. Everything's like, yeah, the duality of it all, but
Did the vomiting feel good when you did?
yeah. It felt good. I was able to maintain the pure perspective of, like at first it was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna throw up, and I could see like my normal pattern of thought where it was like kind of starting to go, and like, oh, like I don't want people to see me do this, and oh, I want to feel good and I don't want to throw up right now. And then I instantly was like, why does this have to feel bad? It only feels bad because I'm deciding it has to feel bad. I can completely choose for this to feel glorious. And I can choose to have someone watch me behave in a way that my body naturally would need to behave if I needed to release something. And have it be as simple as that, without any of my like negative judgments of it all, because that is the only thing that causes it to not feel good. That's it. It's that simple. And so I was able to completely purge and just retch and like have it splash on me, and just I'm like out on the street. I'm just like literally on the street, like throwing up on the side of the dirt. And it was just this pleasurable thing of like, oh, thank God I could like release that and like let that go and let it be okay.
Is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yeah, we have the full capacity to feel this way anytime we want. We can feel whatever we want to feel at any moment of the day.
Do you think this experience is going to change your life?
I hope so. Yeah.
Do you think it did something to your separation anxiety?
Yeah, like I do, because like on one hand, feeling separate can completely suck, and there's like the duality of everything, right? So like you can have the story that's completely valid of how being separate from one another is completely painful and awful, and you can tell, you know, pick 1,000 things that feel wrong and bad about any situation, but you have to always remember that there is always the complete opposite duality in every situation. It doesn't matter what it is. And like there's the capacity of having like the pure bliss in it as well, that like because I feel separate from you, I can now feel what it feels like to touch your skin and feel how soft it is, or connect to your heart beating outside of mine and hear it in my ear, or hold your body and feel what that feels like and look into your eyes. And yeah, so it's like you can find the opposite. Like, I mean, at any given moment, like we're constantly wired to just walk around like, oh, like I could be like, oh, my leg itches, I don't like that, I don't want to get bit by bugs. And it's just like you're off and you're running down that path of finding everything that's wrong. And in reality, it's like I could stop and I could tap into the birds. I could hear the birds right now and like what that sounds like, and feel the air on my skin, and I could feel the earth supporting me, and I could feel the sun like shining. There are a million pleasurable experiences happening in every single moment of the day that you can equally focus and tap into whenever you want. You're fully capable of that. Anyone can. You don't need Aya to do it. You just need to start rewiring your brain and training it and to go into an alternative pattern, possibly. Aya just takes she just lets it happen. There's no resistance to that. But it's possible to completely embody that, become that, and really it's like taking ownership of what you are actually deciding. There's so many times when it's just like you could just dig deeper and deeper and deeper into your beliefs and like really question them and realize that so many of them, when you say them out loud, are completely absurd. And yet we are choosing by thinking them. There's a part of us, whether it's subconscious or conscious, that we are choosing to continue thinking that, to make that choice, to decide to feel that way. And when you realize that like nothing outside of you can affect what's in here without your permission, without you consciously choosing to do so based on what you're thinking and believing about it, like that gives you 100% control back. That makes sense? Like, okay.